Russia is denying reports this morning that some of its cruise missiles missed their targets in Syria on Wednesday. Russia says that it fired 26 missiles at 11 positions in north and northwest Syria. They have been launched from warships more than 900 miles away in the Caspian Sea. But U.S. officials believe at least 4 of those missiles landed in Iran. The Russian escalation is one of the top topics that Steve Croft asked President Obama about in a new interview.
Steve Croft is here. Good
wow,
morning.
Mr. Croft.
I know. You've interviewed him many times. He seemed especially feisty this time. What does he say he's going to do about what Russia is doing in Syria?
First of all, Nora, I can't really say very much about what we did, what's in the interview, because the White House has embargoed it until Sunday. But you know, mostly he defends the positions that he's taking, and he's taken already. I mean, but we talk about pretty much everything. We talk about ISIS. We talk about a lot about Vladimir Putin, the inability of the United States to identify and recruit and train any kind of a moderate force in Syria. We talk about his leadership, whether it's strong or whether the U.S. is projecting strength or weakness in the Middle East. And
Can you say
it's
what
a very
he said
lively
about,
interview.
I was going to say, back to Nora's question about him appearing to be very feisty. Why do you think that is?
Well, I'm surmising that some of it has to do with the fact that he's a lame duck, and that, in fact, when we were doing a little walk and talk and shooting some B-roll after the interview, he did say that that he's finding this whole experience of not being on the ballot very liberating, and that he can say liberating. Yeah, and he said that it's sort of taken fear out of the equation. He doesn't have to be quite so careful about what he says, and I think you're seeing some of that. I think you maybe saw a little bit of it, foreshadowing of it in the comments that he made after this last school shooting. I think he's really he's sort of holding his ground.
And he knows these things will extend beyond his watch and his ability to impact.
Right. We also talked about Boehner, and we talked about the situation with the Republican in Congress.
Can't wait. 60 Minutes on Sunday.
Steve, looks really good. Thank you so much. And the president also...
Oh, I'm sorry. We also talked about Hillary Clinton's emails.
Okay, good. Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, all of that if you watch Steve's full report Sunday on 60 Minutes here on CBS. Thank you, Steve.
That's what you call a plug, Steve Croft.